What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, we're going to go over everything you need to know in regards to the Season 2 update. I am going to try to make this video as short and straight to the point as possible, so I'll have to summarize some things. I do cover every topic that I talk about in this video in more detail with upcoming videos as well as past videos I've already posted. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of that information, but let's go ahead, let's get started. This is going to be update 1.38, which will be a big title update, will require a massive download. It's speculated to be around 30 to 40 gigabytes for the next gen consoles. If you're on like PS4, it should be around 15 to 20. It really depends on what platform you are on, but I would say the max is going to be around 40 gigabytes. Update will be going live on February 7th, which is a Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The first thing that you will be able to get is the brand new Season 2 Battle Pass, which will either cost you 1100 COD points if you get the standard one, or if you opt in for Black Sale, that will cost you $29.99 USD. If you want to know more details on the Battle Pass, check out yesterday's video, but to summarize it, Kate Laswell is going to be the main operator for Season 2 according to leaks. This means there will be a couple of different variant skins for her. The instant sector rewards, which whenever you purchase the Battle Pass, you automatically get that reward granted. Then there's a Black Sale version of that skin. Then on top of that, there's the tier 100, and you also have the Black Sale version of the tier 100. So around 4 different operator skins for Laswell should be expected. There will be one other brand new operator, which they're using code names. It's either Cal, Judo, or Bike. Not entirely sure who this is, but this will be a brand new person with new voice lines and a brand new finishing move. They also will have the standard outfit as well as a new Black Cell variant. They also mentioned Task Force 141 members will be a part of the Battle Pass as well. The names that were mentioned were Soap, Ghost, and Farah, and then finally even Makarov was also mentioned as well, so we might see a little bit of Coney group in there. Just like they introduced aftermarket parts in Season 1, you can also expect to see some here in Season 2. They did introduce the flamethrower last time. Maybe this time they're gonna have the chainsaw because that was also previously leaked as an upcoming new aftermarket part. Anyways, the rest of the Battle Pass will contain things like COD points, blueprints, calling cards, emblems, double XP tokens, and some of the most important items are the brand new DLC weapons, which brings us on to the second topic. According to leakers, we're getting a total of 5 of them. 3 of them will be in the beginning part of Season 2, and then the second 2 will come in the Reloaded update. And here's what they are. We have the FNF 2000, which is also called the Anvil B. That will be an AAR, and this one's almost guaranteed because it was teased by Call of Duty multiple times, and even in the files, they showed a brand new emblem for it, which is a part of the Mastery Camo challenges, and that's sort of proof that it's already in the files and in the game itself. The second weapon is the HRM762, which is the Beretta ARX 200, and this will be a battle rifle. The third weapon that we have is called the PM9, which is the Maniba PM9, and that will be an SMG. The fourth weapon is going to be the MTAR, which is called the IWIX95, and that will also be an SMG. And finally, we have the sword, which is going to be a melee weapon. We did talk about how there was a bow that could potentially come in. It doesn't seem like leakers were all too confident that that will be a weapon releasing in Season 2 because they really haven't spoken about it as much. So it might be an upcoming future seasonal content, but remember, because these are leaks, anything can change. Some of these weapons may make it, some of them may end up getting delayed. None of the leaks covered in this video have been officially confirmed by Call of Duty, so take everything here said with a grain of salt. And remember, some items will make it, some items won't. Don't get your hopes up too high because if something here is delayed, that may disappoint you. The next thing is the level cap is going to be raised with the Season 2 update. You can expect that the level cap should be around 500. And as a result from this, there will be new icons every single 50 levels. There's a new prestige with a new icon. Unfortunately, they have not been leaked as of right now, but you can expect that there will be some sort of a free reward as well as some emblems that you'll be able to unlock once you hit the max level, and there might be a weapon blueprint. You will also receive new weekly challenges, and every single weekly challenge will have a different type of reward. These are usually going to be aftermarket parts. Unfortunately, we don't have much information on what aftermarket parts are going to be coming out. The only one that I mentioned is there was an underbarrel chainsaw, but that one, there's really no confirmation if that will be releasing in this coming update or in a future seasonal update. By completing all the weekly challenges, there will be a brand new camo that will come in, and that's like the seasonal camo that you're able to unlock. In Season 0, we had the Ghoulie camo. In Season 1, we had the Coherence camo, and this time around, we get another one, and I hope it's as good as the Ghoulie one because the Coherence one was a little bit of a disappointment. Jumping into the next topic, we got some multiplayer maps that were leaked. The first one is going to be Dome. That's going to be coming in for Modern Warfare 2. If you guys recall, in the very beginning of MW3, they mentioned that they would do carry forward maps from Modern Warfare 2, so every season a couple of them would make it through. Hotel was actually one scheduled for season 2 that came out early, which we got with this week's playlist update. The second map is Dome, which is Zaya Observatory, another carry forward from MW2, and this one's pretty interesting because it's going to be carried forward from Vanguard, and the map is Das Haus. And surprisingly, leakers found multiplayer playlists that mention this map multiple times, so we have Das Haus 24/7, Grease Eat Meat 24/7, Meat House 24/7, which is going to be meat and house. Then you have Rusty Meat 24/7, Rusty Shipment 24/7, Ship House, Ship Meat, Shoot the Ship House, and Shoot the Ship. And these could be potential upcoming playlists that we can get as early as season 2, but no date for these has been given. Not too many maps have been mentioned. In the past, they talked about how some upcoming MW3 maps are going to be based on locations. And as we saw, we got Greece, we got Rio. There's additional ones like Venice, there's Dubai, and just random popular tourist locations are being turned into map locations, and that's what we could probably expect to see also with season 2. In terms of the new multiplayer modes that we can get other than the playlist that I mentioned, you can also expect that we might get an update to War Mode. Season 1 we didn't get any new War Mode map, so it is overdue, and maybe in season 2, and there's a couple that were leaked. We have Operation Avalanche, Operation Exodus, and Operation Cusca, and any of these could be coming out in season 2 or Reloaded. Another mode that was mentioned numerous times in the files is Horde Point, which is a mode that we saw in Vanguard, which was basically Hardpoint, but it spawned in zombies, and there's speculations that this could be a collab with The Walking Dead, and this might be a mode that they introduce in this update. Anyways, let's jump into the Warzone Season 2 content. So first, there's the weapon case that was delayed in Season 1 Reloaded, as well as the Covert Exfil. This could potentially be done. They said they were going to turn it into its own mode, and this could be introduced in Season 2 as well. The next thing is there's quality of life changes that are going to be coming in. One of them that was teased for season 2 is the precision airstrike appearing on the minimap. So now you'll see exactly where it's heading when someone calls in one if you are directly in the range of it. You can also expect that Warzone Ranked might be getting introduced within this update as well, because leakers actually found the menu and the splash screens for it, and it looks all but done. And according to leakers, it was supposed to release along with the multiplayer rank, but it was abruptly delayed for some reason, and it seems like it may end up getting released sometime in season 2 based on how ready it looks and these photos that you can see here. My guess, season 2 Reloaded would be around the latest that they would introduce something like this. And then also, you can't forget that there's a brand new map that's going to be coming into the game, and that is going to be Fortune's Keep. If they follow the same pattern that they did with MW2, they introduced Ashika Island during season 2. The same way here, it could potentially get introduced. And they also mentioned at CODNX that Fortune's Keep would come in early 2024. Leakers have also found that Fortune's Keep is starting to get integrated into the new Warzone. You can more than likely expect to see it sometime during season 2, and then season 3 won't get anything, and then season 4 will probably get Rebirth Island if they follow the same exact schedule as I've mentioned that they did last year. Anyways, jumping into the new zombies content that we have, I will have a separate video for this, but there's going to be a new schematic for the VR11 that you'll be able to get, so that way you can consistently keep crafting it and getting it. There's also going to be a new warlord. This will either be Carries or the Chemist. I'm not entirely sure which one, but one of them is guaranteed to come in. Very similar to how it was with Dolkaby, there's going to be new Act 4 missions. They said every season they will update the Act 4 missions and add in some more. We only saw 2 missions added during season 1, so maybe there'll be another 2 to 3 being added this time around for season 2. And then there's also the Exfil streaks. We got a couple more photos with the season 1 Reloaded update. It looks like they started finalizing the Exfil streaks, so potentially we can start seeing that as early as the beginning of the season 2 update. We also can't forget this weird alien gargoyle boss that we saw from, I believe it was Ghost Extinction. This is in the files of the game right now. And the COD office mentioned that this was set for season 2, so this might be a new zombie boss or elite zombie that will be available running around in the map at some point. And finally, if we get Fortune's Keep, that means there's going to be a new exclusion zone with a brand new set of missions, new world to explore, different types of Easter eggs and hidden items that you'll be able to do on this brand new map as well. Going over the last topic, this is going to be operators and upcoming crossovers in season 2. The first one is going to be with The Walking Dead, or actually The Ones Who Live, which is a spin-off of The Walking Dead, and the 2 main operators are going to be Rick Grimes as well as Michonne, being their own operator bundles and being added into the store. According to leakers, so far there will be a minor event where you can potentially also get a camo, so something like the VOT Week event that we have right now, where you can gain XP, get yourself some sort of a camo, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be all too big. And then there's the second event, which looks a lot bigger, and that is going to be the Warhammer 40k event. This one, there's a lot going on with it. So there's going to be operators coming in. There's going to be 2 operators. One of them is called the Prime Arc of Dark Angels, Interrogator Chaplain Boris. The second operator is going to be Hellawise, which is Adeptus Sororitas, which I believe are the Battle Sisters. There's also going to be an event that's somehow tied to this. There's also icons being shown for it. So it says the Warhammer collab will have a different type of event, and there's medals for it and icons that are shown. And then on top of that, there's also some bosses that are mentioned. So you got a Batten Jailer, a swamp monster called the Fen Beast, an Ogre Butcher, and a Mummy, which sounds very similar to the Haunting event. It might be sort of as big as that one was. And then there's also new execution strings, which have to do with that sword melee weapon that we talked about earlier. You can expect that to probably come in during the mid-season update. They usually do bigger events like these later down the line. And then they've mentioned that there's going to be a total of 78 different skin bundles that are going to be added into the store. Not all of them are going to be operators. Some of them are just going to be weapon blueprints, but a total of 78 during the durations of Season 2 and Season 2 Reloaded. Hopefully the update is as massive as these leaks are teasing it to be. Anyways, every topic that I've covered here, I do dive into more detail on in other videos. For example, the Battle Pass, I cover every single detail that we have, every single leak we have for, and I've already uploaded that. The zombies, I'm going to cover in more detail for you guys as well. Then we're going to talk about the Warhammer event, the Haunting event. A lot more videos are scheduled for this Season 2 update, but we will get the official confirmation and announcement from Call of Duty this upcoming Wednesday with their roadmap, and then I'll be covering that as well for you guys. But that's all that I got. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you found the video informative or helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you always stay up to date on the latest Call of Duty news and updates. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.